So I'll start my next turn.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm going to remove my resources. I'm going to undeplete my characters. And at the start of my turn, I'm going to play another rage resource.
That's a lot of resources.
It's quite a few, actually.
I feel like you're playing a lot more than me. Is there a reason you're doing that?
You've been drawing cards.
Yeah, I know.
So, alright, anyways, I'm going to attack your location with my Brash Basher. I have a chance to play attacks and abilities. I don't have any, so now it's your chance.
My chance to play tactics or abilities. You know... Nah. No, I'm not going to.
Alright, so now you can declare to block or not.
Well, Zach, I think I'm going to go ahead and block.
Alright,
The skill negotiator is going to try to talk to your Brash Basher. I don't think it's going to go over very well. And now you have a chance to respond to that with tactics or abilities, correct?
That is correct. I don't have anything to play.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and play something then. I'm going to pay 2 for the Secret Handshake, which is going to give my Skilled Negotiator plus 4 life, and he's going to allow me to draw a card.
Okay.
If you let it happen.
So you pay the cost, which was 2, and you picked your character.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can respond with tactics or abilities, which I have none. So now the tactic resolves, and you get the effect, which is drawing a card and gaining 4 life.
Alright. I drew my card and I gained 4 life. And now, I think I want to keep going.
Uh-oh, this isn't good.
Can I respond again?
You can.
Okay. I'm going to respond by depleting this card,
Okay.
picking a character. And I'm going to pick the Brash Basher.
Alright. Now I have a chance to respond with tactics or abilities, and I have none.
Alright, so the effect goes through and it says that this turn the character loses 2 strength. So you're down to 4 strength.
Alright.
I'm up to 6 life. 4 from the card, 1 from Clandestine Resort, and
Yes.
1 naturally.
Alright. Now we do a check for the highest speed, which is 3. We both have 3 speed. We will assign our damage. I have 4 strength, so I will assign all 4 to the Skilled Negotiator.
And I have 0, so I'll assign 0 here. And what you'll notice is that because we're both 3 speed, we assign simultaneously. So let's say that I was able to do enough damage to kill him, he was able to do enough damage to kill me. I would assign my damage there, he would assign his damage here, and both of the characters would die.
Yes.
So again, it would check for 4 speeds, none, 3 speeds. We've got 2 characters, they both assign at the same time. Whatever happens, happens, and then it goes down the line.
Alright, now, before the damage is actually done, after we've assigned it, we both have a chance to play tactics and abilities once again. I have none,
I don't have it either.
so now the damage is actually assigned. 4 goes onto your character, 0 goes onto mine, and that battle is resolved.
Okay, and these characters come back. And the difference, a major difference here, is whenever you're attacking, you declare the attack and you deplete the card to attack. But whenever you're blocking, you can block without depleting, and then at the end of the battle is when the blocker depletes.
Correct.
So this is why I was able to use a deplete this card ability whenever I went to block. So that's a huge thing. The attacker has to deplete to attack, but the blocker doesn't deplete until after the battle's over.
That is correct. Alright, so I am going to finish my turn now. I am going to play the really big Bardeus.
Oh, wow. That is really big, but I see kind of a problem here.
What's that?
Well, I mean, it's a really nice play, don't get me wrong. 6 resources, it looks really good and mean. But this is what, 6 threshold?
That is 6 threshold.
6 rage, so you need to have 6 rage resources in your stack. And how many do you have over there?
I sadly only have 3.
Well, so you're a cheater, that's what you're telling me. You can't play a card that doesn't have... there's too many threshold for what's in your stack.
That's right. So anytime this would happen in a game or a tournament, this card would immediately return to my hand, and I would regain the resources that would have been played for it. So I can't legally play that card. Still my turn. I will just go ahead and pass the turn to you.
Really? Okay. I'm not going to respond. Remember, I always have the chance to respond to my opponent once he ends his turn. He or she, I should say, if you're lucky. And I'm not going to respond, so I'm just going to go ahead and start my turn. And I'm sitting here at a kind of a meager 4 resources. And again, I'm going to undeplete my characters. Detach my resources, undeplete my characters. My board is reset. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a card instead of playing a resource. Ha! Alright, I've got my card here. And ooh, you've got a depleted character. I've got some good stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with the martial arts training.
All right. Now,
And I have a chance to play tactics or abilities,
correct.
and I'm not going to. What about you?
I am going to respond by paying 4,
Uh-oh.
and that will let me play a resource. You have a chance to respond before it comes into play.
No response.
All right, so I'll play the resource. And now I will pay 3 resources to use the draw rule on my faction card, and that lets me draw a card. But you have a chance to respond before I get to draw the card.
Okay, so you paid your 3, and I'm not going to respond.
All right, so I get to draw the card.
All right, so no blocking party, obviously.
No blocking party.
No undepleted cards. And now, before I assign my damage, I have a chance to play tactics or abilities. I could technically juice my guy up if I had a good tactic for it, but I don't, sadly. So I'm not going to play any. Zach, how about you?
I have no tactics or abilities.
I'm going to assign 3 damage to your faction, and that gives me a chance to play tactics or abilities, which I don't have any. How about you?
I have none.
So I'm going to apply 3 damage to your faction.
So you're going down to 11. It's looking a little rough. And I'm going to pay 1 to play a character, and it's the Key Man.
Oh.
He's a 1/1/3, just a meager little card with a 1 threshold banker. And I do have 2 banker resources here in my stack, so I'm totally legal to play him. And I will now pass the turn to you.
Okay. I will restore and undeplete. Unattach all my cards. And this turn, I will actually choose to draw a card at the start of my turn.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see here. I will attack your faction with my Basher.
Alright, well, you're going to play any tactics or abilities with it?
I have no tactics or abilities at this moment.
Okay, and I'm not going to play any either, so we'll move on to declaring the blocking party.
Correct.
And I'm going to go ahead and declare the Key Man as the blocking party here.
Alright, so I get a chance to play tactics or abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if I don't have any, you can, but I might have some.
Oh.
Let's see here. I don't have any to play.
Alright, well, I certainly don't either.
Okay, so now we move to the highest speed, which is 3, and we assign our damage. So I will assign all 6 right there.
Well, I'll assign 1 right here.
Okay. I don't have any tactics or abilities to play after we've assigned damage. Do you?
Do I have any tactics or abilities? No, I don't.
Okay. So your character dies.
Okay. And there's a condition on this that says, if this card leaves play, draw a card. So
Alright.
I think I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. And let it be known that anytime there's a character in the blocking party, when you're assigning damage for a particular speed, all the damage has to be assigned to characters available. The only way that it'll go through to a faction if there are no characters left to assign damage to. So,
Cool.
I'll now finish out my turn with, I'll play Deadly Striker for 4.
Ugh.
I meet his threshold requirements. And now, Steven, I will pass the turn to you.
Alright, so I have a chance to respond. I got 3 resources open. I'm going to respond to you ending your turn by paying 3 resources and drawing a card, which my faction allows me to do.
Okay.
Ha! Here we go. Alright, now at the beginning of my turn, I've got 4 resources. I'm going to unattach my resources. I'm going to undeplete, reset my board here, and then I'm going to either play a resource or draw a card, and I'm going to choose to play a resource. So I've got 3 greed and 2 deception, 5 total resources, and I think I will go ahead and pay, well, let's see, do I want to attack here first? I mean, I could, down to 2, both lose. I'm not going to attack, I'm going to choose not to, but I am going to go ahead and pay 5 to play a character, the Hasty Sarcophile. 5 speed, 3 strength, and 3 life. And let's see, I'm out of resources. I don't have any attacks. Can't attack with him because he just came into play. And I'll go ahead and pass the turn to you.
Okay, so at the end of Steven's turn, I will pay 3 and draw a card. Start of my turn, I will get all my resources back, undeplete all my characters, and I will play a resource.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and attack, and I'm going to attack in a party. I'm going to attack with the Brash Basher and the Deadly